Our next guest has been on the L Word, The Gates, and Arrow. On True Blood, she died shortly after shifting into Steve Newlin and leaving her child to Sam. Janina Gavankar.
Give him any more caffeine, okay?
Well played, sir.
Who's next?
Our next guest has graduated from the Juilliard School of Drama. She made her film debut starring in How She Moved, and she now plays Tara Thornton, who I think is doing more episodes than anyone else. Rutina Wesley. You've seen him on NCIS, Supernatural, and Battle Los Angeles. He left Bon Tom's after asking his vampire girlfriend to wipe his mind, Jim Parrott. Eddie. He's been on Lost, Ugly Betty, and Stars in Defiance. On True Blood, he played a werewolf named Cooter. It is Grant Bowler.
Hey, kids.
And last but certainly not least, she has been on the X-Files, NCIS, Bones, and Justified. As a Fantasia waitress, she really just wants Eric to love her. It is Tara Buck.
Hi guys. And girls. And zombies.
All right, so when we talked to you yesterday, most of you said you just got here. For a lot of you, this is your first Dragon Con. How is it so far?
Amazing.
So far, so good, kids.
I was gonna say fucking nuts.
I think it's better than San Diego Comic-Con.
For sure.
This is more fun, you're more grown up, and it's a lot more freaky, which we love.
It's freaky, all right. Freaky, and everywhere you look, there are so many amazing costumes. I can't believe the creativity in this 5-block radius. It's overwhelming.
I looked into a Cylon's eyes. It was going boom, boom, boom. It blew my mind. I was into it.
We're going to be taking questions. Sheila, will you hold up your hand? There you are. That is our lovely Sheila. Line up behind her. She will start taking questions.
Let's hear it for Sheila.
Let's hear it for Sheila. So for those of you that came into the show after it had already been established, what was it like coming in on this show? What is the cast like? It's got to be a little intimidating coming in on a show like this.
First, I have a question. Who in this group was with us yesterday for our panel? Raise your hands. Okay, so we can, all right.
18.
Okay.
We can repeat all of our answers.
Yeah, retread.
It's good to know.
Anyone going to take this? I'll take it. I came in third season, beginning of third season, and I have to say this. True Blood to come into as an actor is incredibly intimidating.
Yeah.
And I remember at about the Ep 4 or Ep 5 Series 3 table read, there are 25 actors around the table. There were several like Oscars in the room, and there were more Emmys than you could poke a stick at, and it was bloody terrifying. But the great thing about True Blood, and the great thing about this incredible cast is that everybody would turn up at the table read, and they kind of already be going for blood in the table read. Everybody would bring their A game, their best performance, and you could have shot the read pretty much, and you had the episode. And I love that as an actor. It was amazing to see. And then these guys would all get up from the table, and they were literally in love with each other. And I've never seen that. I've never seen a cast that demanded as much of each other and at the same time took such good care of each other as the True Blood cast and crew. Yeah.
I have to concur because I came on end of season 3, and my first day, it is terribly intimidating. And so you get the best skinny, FYI, from hair and makeup. They really let you know like what the laydown is on the show. So I was sitting down with our fabulous Brigitte, who's our head hair and makeup, and I said, okay, so really, who's a pain in the ass? Like, give me the lowdown. And she went, not a one. And I went, no way, come on, there's got to be someone I need to like stay clear of. And she said, no, I swear to God, there's not one bad apple amidst the cast. If you are, you don't last long. And it's the absolute truth. Really it is. It's not bullshit. Everyone is really from the top down awesome. So
Yes. People kind of say that on every show, but they don't always mean it. On this show, it really kind of is a special place. And, you know, when you leave, you have to remind yourself that you're leaving into a world where that's not actually a norm. It's special. It is truly special.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of love. When I came on before it started airing, so I didn't really know what to expect, but I knew who the other, you know, I knew Anna was on the show and had a lot of respect for her, and I knew that Alan Ball was, I mean, I've been a huge fan of Alan Ball long before True Blood started, so I couldn't wait to work on the show. And then everybody was so unbelievably nice and cool, I couldn't believe it. I felt like, wait a minute, I thought this was going to be scary and intimidating and really...
I suppose it's convenient
So
that if you
cool.
are a pain in the ass, they could kill you.
Exactly.
yeah.
Quickly. And you probably know that. That's true, right? So
Maybe
everyone's
that's the
I
easiest
was
way to
like,
kill. Oh
Be
yeah.
nice to everybody.
Oh my God.
what does that say about you all that are no longer on the show?
Now it explains it all. Should have never said that thing to...
I got shot 3 times. Asshole.
It comes from the top, though. I really feel like, you know, everybody...
We just had this conversation
Yeah.
today, actually.
And it trickles down, so everybody from the creators down to the wardrobe to makeup, everybody loves and cares about their job, and they're genuinely there because they want to be there, and they're excited about what they're creating, and it shows.
And Jim, we talked about this a little bit yesterday. Hoy, is there any chance you could come back? Would you want to come back?
I don't want to come back, but I think that there is. I think that there is a chance. I mean, obviously, when they leave it open like that, that was one of the things that was exciting. But like I said yesterday, I think to their credit, they told a really, really good story to leave. It wasn't some inconvenience to. You know, they were let's find a way to get rid of somebody. It was the culmination of what we saw from episode 1 over the course of 5 seasons. And I think that to go back would probably be for the sake of some television convention, to give a little spurt of, oh, guess who's back? And I think that in a way that would do a disservice to how thoughtful the constructing of the first the whole story we told. So I have never enjoyed working on a show or with a group of people as much as I did, and it was a tough thing to say bye-bye to the character. I remember driving away from the lot that day I called my wife and said, you know, I'm going to see the guys some more. I said, it just dawned on me, like, I'm never going to be in touch with Hoyt again, and kind of said goodbye, and it was tough. And maybe that's why I don't want to come back, because I don't want to rehash that. I don't know. Well, yeah, I could.
He's a sensitive bugger, isn't he?
Well, Jeannie, you were talking about Luna. We haven't actually seen her body be buried or anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You know, I found out I was going to die way before I died. So I was very ready to go when she did. And actually, we shot a whole death scene at the end of season 5, but they cut it. So I had to come back and re-die and at the beginning of 6. But same thing, you know. I'm so happy with what I got to do and being in love with Sam the way that my character was. I really loved it, and you know, if she's dead, she's dead. That's okay. People die on that show. It's all right. You know, if she wants to come back and stir the pot and be like, Nicole who? I'm sorry, who? Okay. I mean, that'd be fun. But you know. Also, I think Journey is really, really great. Everything I've seen her, she's great. So, yeah, that'd be fun. But if it doesn't happen, it's totally okay. I'll still watch every episode and love it.
And Grant, what about Cooter? What do you think about the way that Cooter was
I couldn't believe that he died. He was such a good guy. He was great with kids. No, you got to understand with Cooter, every drug that Cooter took was taking one out of the hands of a child.
He was doing it for the kids.
Every vampire he tortured and killed, he did it for humanity. People didn't understand that, and I'm talking about you. Look, I came on for 7, and the beautiful thing about playing Cooter was, I kind of, when we kind of struck the deal, I said to Alan, you know, so how many? And he said 7. And I said, what happens to him? And he said, he dies. I said, like, dead? Because, you know, it's true blood. And he goes, dead. And I go, sir, permission to be as horrible as humanly possible. Permission granted. So, you know, I always knew, like, if we had turned around after, like, toward the end of season 3 and they went, oh, now Cooter claims, you know, religion, I'd be cool. Because I would have barked all the way up the wrong tree. Like, I really wanted to play a character who was so nasty that there was nothing you could do but kill him. That's what I wanted to do. And had a ball doing that, yeah.
I want to know that my favorite line ever uttered on the show was, "Who killed my Cooter?" Best line ever.
What does that mean?
It's so dirty. Doesn't it sound dirty? Who killed my Cooter?
Wait, what do you say?
I think it's one of the official terms.
That is,
right?
It's official.
Yes, no?
Yeah.
In Webster's, right after vagina, the first definition is Cooter.
Ladies, you're welcome.
In the thesaurus.
Women of the earth, you are welcome.
Who killed my Cooter?
The namesake.
It's an odd
Question.
So Brian Buckner has taken over from Alan Ball. What has it been like with Brian Buckner at the helm? Has it made much of a difference on a day-to-day level?
Keep measure for like, no difference at all. Who's taking this one?
There hasn't really been a difference because I think Alan set such a precedent and we set right away that we're just sort of continuing on with his vision. I mean, you know, Bucky's going to have his take on it too, but for the most part, we are staying in our lane. No one, you know, he's not at the head going, okay, now that I'm in charge,
Yeah.
we're going to, you know.
Also, Bucky was on for the pilot.
Yeah.
That's the main thing, and that was Alan's big thing. There were a couple of the writers that were on from the very beginning, so he felt so confident that they knew the show as well as he did, and Bucky's been awesome.
Yeah, and he's family, and so it's just like, it just was a seamless kind of transition. Miss Alan, though. Miss seeing him around. And so his presence is so powerful, and he's actually, I'm intimidated by him. I'm always like really meek around him, but I just miss his energy, you know, because he started this whole thing. So, but it's been pretty good.
I used to be intimidated by him, but then the first time I was on an episode where he was on set, I was like, what? I looked over his shoulder at his laptop and he was looking at awkward family photos.
Of course he was.
I'd never seen it before, so I was like, what are you looking at? And it was just like endless, weird photos and all these, it was great. And then I was like, this is where your characters are falling out of your brain because you're seeing they exist. And then it kind of demystified him a little. I was like, you're just weird. I like I don't like you. That helps.
Lauren, you were on a show that's made a tremendous.
I respect the man too much to fuck with him like that.
Okay, next question.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna try not to fangirl like I did with Jim yesterday in the Walk of Fame. But this question is actually for Rutina also. Many fans speculated that at the end of the season, they thought that, you know, your perfect, wonderful mother who has no fault was trying to infect you with speed.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
I know, I saw that, that, you know, been sort of coming out, and I was like, wait a minute, I didn't think about that. They didn't tell me I was gonna die. Am I dying? Oh my God. I don't know. I think, and I heard this from Bucky too, in an interview, he said that it was genuine. He said that Letty Mae genuinely wanted to reconcile with her daughter. That scene was incredibly hard to do, but also very, I think it's my favorite and most challenging and like best scene I've ever done in all of the seasons. I enjoy Adina immensely. She always brings her A game, and therefore I have to bring my A game and like then some, because she's so amazing and she's so real. You know, and it was just, I don't know, it was a great day. And I will forever have that scene in my memory. But I don't think I'm infected. I hope I'm not infected. But I think she meant it. And she's like, let me feed you. You know, I haven't fed you. It has to be genuine because I think it's more powerful that way.
That was one of my favorite